Guys, nangu Mabasa confess, unprovoked. The man felt, it is enough. I've been through this path. Enough is enough. In his confession, he gives you the ideas, but it doesn't necessarily give you everything. But the man confessed. I've got a video. I want to insert a video. But the man confessed. Like literally, that was a confession. He uses two words. He uses three to four key words that I want you to notice. He said that he took an information coming from the system after being downloaded from the actual memory card. The identity of that information, it get changed. That's where I was like, hey, there's no such a thing. He said that. He then said, but if the information once it's downloaded and put on a memory card, on a memory stick, the information remains the same. You're probably going to ask the question, what is the difference between a memory card and a memory stick? I've done that on a separate video. I've shown you the difference. So, he said that there is a difference between an information that comes from the system, a memory card, to when it gets removed or downloaded from the memory card by the system, and then transferred to the memory card or the memory stick. When it gets this side, the identity changed right there. You need to understand that what the man is simply saying is that we cooked. The man is trying to prevent that. I don't want you guys to press me and try to compare the identity of the files. And we're going to talk about the identity of the files. He's simply saying, I don't want you to do that because you are going to uncover the truth that the identity of the pictures is not the same. The original from the memory card and the one that we gave you on the memory stick, that information is not the same. You know what I did? Here in my apartment, what I did, I love this color, man. Don't worry. So in my sitting room, I took a picture from the sitting room, not this side, from the sitting room. So what I did, I took a picture using this phone, Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, right? It's something that I did now. So I took a picture and then I looked at the address, the address from the picture. Every detail, I took this picture and I sent it to a different computer. What I wanted to see was that, does it change the identity, the number thereon? I found that this thing is the same. The man is lying. These people cooked. And now the cooking is falling apart. He decides to confess in advance because should somebody make a follow-up here, he doesn't want to say, he doesn't want to be caught by surprise. But I just did that exercise now. I realized, this man is lying. But listen to him confessing here.
Can I comment? I just want to make
Yes, let's hear. What do you want to say, sir?
There's a original data. There's a copy of original data. It won't be the same.
Kunedata ke ekuyiyona uqobo noma ke original kube khona ke icopy angeke kufane.
The original data is the one that is on PDF.
The original data ile eku PDF.
The one that I did on 2023, it's a copy of the original, which will differ in a date. It will give us the date when I transfer it to a memory stick.
Bese kuthi ke icopy lena ke le engayenza ngo2023 yona ke izohluka ke ngoba ke izohluka ke nange date le idate le engayenza ngakhona ngayo ngo2023.
Even some of the pictures will not give the exact name. It will come up with another name that it creates as I copy.
Futhi ke neyithombe lezi ke angeke zibe naleli gama ke lizoba nelinye igama ke igama elizothi ke libe khona ke noma lidaleke ke kuyona icopy noma uma ngikopa.
So a copy original data that is from the memory card downloaded and is converted into a PDF format to show the metadata of every picture won't be exactly the same with the one that is a copy that was transferred into a memory card. That's the reality. It won't reflect the same metadata, but it will be the same picture. The reason behind that is I took it straight from the XRY format, copy it into a memory stick, unconverted. As you transfer it into a memory stick, it will give you the date when you transfer. I can't remember very well with whatever, but if it can be here, I can tell you. When I say original from the memory card or from the phone, remember the data that you said it's stored for future reference. It's logged. Whatever was downloaded 2015, even today it will stand as it is. It won't change because it's logged. For you to change the information, you have to convert it into a PDF or copy it like I did.
You tell me when you're done, Warrant Officer Mabasa.
Yes, I will. That data that was requested to be copied,
Yes.
it's a copy
Yeah.
with a reference of a date different to the original one.
lemni lokho kwacala ke bona kuyi copy ke kwaye futhi ke ne reference ke ehlukile ke kule eunqo.
I'm done. Thanks, my lord.
Warrant Officer Mabasa, just to check up your memory, how many times did I ask you that are we agreeing that the information that was downloaded from the memory card that was in accused number 3's phone will be similar, it will be identical, even when it gets transferred into a USB and into a disk? How many times did you say, yeah, no, it should be that should be the case?
I may have maybe not hear you well,
Yeah.
but the reality is from the original to a memory stick, it won't reflect the same because by then you are modifying, you are copying from that picture to an action is happening. It will tell us when, why, it will give us the date when you do that.
Yes.
I may have misunderstood you or misunderstood the words memory card and memory stick. They sound the same. I couldn't hear it well. So what I'm saying now, from the memory card, it will remain the same. When you convert it using the XRY to view the pictures, as you take that picture into another storage, it will change the date. It won't be the same with the original. It will give the date of when you did that. My apologies, I didn't hear you well there. I may have answered otherwise. I didn't hear you well, my lord.
Mr. Mabasa, my question is, how many times did we agree on that? Simple as that. Was it once, twice, or 3 times? Or do you want me to remind you?
If it will serve the purpose, yes.
It's not my purpose, it's for the court's purpose.
We are referring
Let me
to
remind you, I've said it 4 times. You said, yeah, no, yes, we agree on that. The information must be the same. Information must be the same. Information must be the same.
That's why
Can you still remember that?
That's why I'm saying I may have misheard or confused the word memory card, memory stick. And it happens, I'm human.
Mr. Mabaso, for heaven's sake, you are an expert. That's how you were introduced. In fact, that's how you introduce yourself. You're an expert. How then on earth does an expert in your field confuse a memory card and a memory stick?
He doesn't say it confuses him. He say he may have misheard you or misunderstood you. I mean, what more must he say?
No, but that's what he says, man. He says he was confused. He confused the word memory card and a memory stick. It
Yes.
comes from the word confusing.
And according to him, there's a difference between a memory card and a memory stick.
Yes.
So if you confuse the one for the other, the results can't be the same. Am I correct, sir?
Yes, and I'm trying to explain.
Oh.
I didn't
Experts
hear.
don't make mistakes.
Come again?
Experts don't make mistakes.
I do understand, but I'm not an expert.
Okay.
I'm an analyst.
You're an analyst, okay?
Yes.
Exactly. How on earth would an analyst who has been working on this thing for more than 3/4 of their life can today come and say, I have confused a memory card and a memory stick? How does that happen?
It happens.
Does it happen now?
An analyst is a person. If you hear and you don't hear well, it happened. I didn't hear you well, like I'm saying.
Kuyenzeka-ke ngoba ke umcwaningi
I'm not denying. I'm saying I did not hear it. I thought you are talking about the memory card, memory stick, memory card. That word, memory card, memory stick, confused me as to where are you referring to. I confused the word. That's the honest truth. I confused the word.
You know, I've come to realize that we've been expected to believe a lot of things that happens in the Senzo Miwo trial. We've been expected to accept most of the things that happened on this trial. But I'm here to tell you, I will be a fool to believe it. I will be a fool to admit that. I will be a fool to accept that. I will be a fool to actually look at these things and be like, I fully concur with this. I agree with this. I will be a fool to do that. But at the same time, I'm seeing this on the Senzo Miwo trial. It looks like some of their witnesses, I don't know whether it is their nature or what. Go back and remember Thabo Msiya. Thabo Msiya was caught. I remember it was Advocate Mshololo who said, Thabo Msiya, we get it. We hear that you are saying. The book, the information, blah, blah, blah. Get that. Look, please give us that information. And the judge was pressing. Mshololo says, we want to verify that information. It is within our rights. He goes and he gets the information. Guess what? When he get that information, it's a complete different thing altogether. He cried and said, you could tell that the man was tired. When you listen to, if you remember him when he was testifying, specifically under the cross-examination done by Mshololo, and you listen to Mabasa today, you realize that same WhatsApp group, they are tired of this thing. They can see where it's going. They can see that there could be repercussions on their career. Because the confession that he does today, he realized that, you know what, I'm going to get caught like Msiya. But to him, it's going to be worse. Because they will just apply for an independent expert who will take the data from this side, compare with the data that is being given. You will realize that this data is not the same. What we now need to understand, I forgot the witness that testified not long ago. I forgot who. I think Ndlovu. Under the cross-examination by Mshololo, do you remember Ndlovu saying he knows how to manipulate pictures? Do you remember Ndlovu saying that? Ah, guys, wake up, guys. Wake up. Do you remember Ndlovu agreeing that they were able to manipulate pictures? Take what Mabasa is saying. Ne? He now tells you in advance that should you find that the identity of these two pictures, you see, when you take your phone, take your phone. I don't know about the other phone. Since I am an iPhone user and I use the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. So when I take a picture, it shows me the location, it shows me the time. Your picture name, there's something that I want you to do to see that these people are cooking. Now, click on your picture name. Or click on, take a picture. Once you take a picture name, then click on that specific picture. When you click on that specific picture, click the 3 dots on my Samsung Galaxy. The 3 dots are on your right at the top. There's gonna be 3 dots. Click on those 3 dots. Look, you see details. Click on details. To me, it shows me that this picture was taken 20 June. It even gives me time. It says that it was taken on the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. It tells me that it's 3.05 megabyte. And then it gives me the ISO speed, the what is given, and the location. I'm not gonna tell you the location, obviously. But it gives me all of those things. So, when you understand that, it was them that said to us, when you take a picture, or when a person takes a picture, those details get captured and saved like that. So, listening to this, do that exercise, you will thank me later. What they are now saying, they are changing their own version. They are now saying, but on this case, please bear in mind that you might not find the information that we give, the information that we give you might not be consistent. In other words, when you see this picture that I've just taken now with this phone, they are saying, if you find the same picture, or if you take the picture that we would have said it came from this phone, and you compare it with the original picture, you're going to find that the information is not the same. That's what they are confessing right now. What I want you to notice on this picture, there's something on this picture in my phone, because I fear that I was going to show you this phone, but I don't want to show you. But under the date, you will notice that the picture, the number, on my number, it starts with 20250620. That number, then it has got dash. Then it says JP. If you remember, the person that testified that was Undlov. So that is your ID number. To those who've got IDs, right? You know most that your ID number is unique. So take it this way, simplify this way. That is the ID number of the picture, right? It's a unique number. It's never the same. So if you want to see the originality of that picture, you're going to take that picture. If you say this picture comes from my phone, the picture that I must find from you, which you said it came from my phone, the number, that identity must be the same. But what Mabasa is now telling you is that the numbers, the identity of this the number, that ID number, with inverted commas, is not the same. He's now trying to justify that. The only reason that identity number is not the same, or that number, that unique number, is because it never came from the memory card of accused number 1, 2, 3. It never came from there. Remember now, go back to Ndlovu, who told us that if I find this video, I have to insert this video here.
The question I'm going to ask it because you have just been a police officer generally over the period of 20 years. In your experience as a police officer, do you know that the pictures are capable of being edified? I'm not sure whether I'm using the correct word, of being edited. Oh, thank you, my lord. Of being edited, the pictures. I'm not talking about your skills. I'm asking general, that are you aware that pictures, they are capable of being edited?
Actually, kule minyaka yakho onayo ke noma kule sipilweni sakho naso ngaphansi kwezesiphoyisa, ingabe unalo yini ulwazi lokuthi izithombe esikhathini esiningi bavama ukuthi babazijobelele, usho ukuthi bavama ukuthi mhlambe lapho ke ba edit ke bomsebenzisi ilimi lesingisi?
Nginalo.
Yes, I do have a knowledge of that.
It does happen.
Kuyenzeka yini lokho?
Yebo kunjalo nami ngiyakholwa ukukwenza.
Yes, it is so, and I am also able to do that.
To edit pictures.
Sithi ukujobela ithombe, edit ithombe ngesingisi. Yes.
Thank you, my lord. I've got no further questions.
Okay, yes. Any
You now notice that there's cooking here. And you need to follow this trial to the teeth to understand the cooking. But for some of us who've been following this case, we can see the cooking. Look, we can see the cooking. We're like, no. There's cooking here. There's cooking here. There's cooking here. Cooking gone wrong. Cooking gone wrong. Guys, there is a problem. The problem is people are getting caught through their own lies. It's now difficult to defend what they once stood firm and say and ask us to believe them. Guys, the state case has fallen. You who've been on our case, it's about time you realize. We told you. We've been saying this. We told you. There's cooking here, but you didn't believe us because it's you. It's fine, nigga. Since you didn't believe us, now please tell us what is going on. We've been warning you that the state's case has crumbled. We've been telling you that the state's case has fallen. The state case has fallen apart, and I don't know what it is, but Jehovah, angazi ukuthi ngizothini. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to say. I don't know how to feel about what is going on. But Jehovah, oh, okay, but I don't know how to feel because I'm excited about what is happening. It's just that the cookers, the chef, the master chef, the what, I feel for them because they're not going to sleep during this weekend, but it's their business.